The following podcast has been brought to you by Audible.com. Sign up now using the URL audibletrial.com/TTV to get a free audiobook of your choosing. We recommend Brick by Brick, How LEGO Rewrote the Rules of Innovation and Conquered the Global Toy Industry. You may recognize this as one of the sources we use in our show, Bionicle Autopsy. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/TTV. Enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. What's up, everybody? I'm Messinek.
I'm LJ.
I'm Venom.
And I'm Viper.
No, you're not.
And this is TTV Talks.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're actually Viper, but you're here, so.
Amazing.
The truth is, I am Iron Man.
That's something I would expect Kahi to say if he was here.
I mean,
But Kahi's not here.
Kahi is the biggest Iron Man fan I think we know.
Yeah. It's funny, Kahi was going to be here, and then he was like, oh, well, suddenly I'm only free for the next 45 minutes.
I know, it's like TTV Talks is not something that you can constrain to 45 minutes. We're not that professional.
Also,
you know, guys, he had to go work. He had to go work on his Iron Man suit.
There's a huge difference between 6 hours and like 45 minutes.
Yeah, like the podcast, we can't constrain to 45 minutes, but TTV Talks, we regularly do. It's supposed to be 30 minutes.
Well, I guess I should say that we can't abruptly do it. Like somebody comes here and says, I got 45 minutes.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, even then it
figure out-
takes like... How long has this call been on? We've been here for like an hour.
Yeah, only because LJ was like, oh no, wait, guys, we need to postpone our important channel videos because I'm fighting a fan in Halo 2.
No, Meso, please, I beg of you, don't say this, because Var's gonna listen to this afterwards, and he's gonna come down on me like a house of cards.
Too late,
Good.
man. I was like, I came on and I was like, here's what happened. Okay, all day I was like, okay, guys, you gotta do TTV Talks. And they were like, okay, Messa, we'll do TTV Talks. Are you going to be on? Nah, I don't think so. I have stuff to do. Just do it. And then I wait, and I'm doing all my things. I'm taking care of my day. I see there's no call. I'm like, why? Somebody start a call. You're all here. You've all said you're around and free.
In my defense...
do it. And then they start a call, and then LJ fights a fan in Halo instead of playing the game. Not playing the game. He decides to play the game instead of recording the video. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay. A couple of things.
No, you're not allowed.
Yes, I am. Thank you
You're
very
not allowed
much.
to defend yourself.
I most certainly am. So first of all, I wasn't free during a certain period of time. When Kahi was like, 45 minutes, I wasn't free then.
Yeah.
So I was preoccupied throughout a certain course of the day. Second of all, I did try and start the call after you mentioned it, and nobody answered. So I was like, okay, fine, I better get this boat rolling. Well, no, you did not. You answered the second time when Viper tried to host, and I said, Viper, no, you're not going to host. I'm going to host.
Well,
You
okay, first of all,
You
that
asked,
excuse,
and I answered.
you say nobody answered, so I decided to get the thing rolling. But let's look at timestamps. You call at 7:16 Central Time. Then you said, well, I tried at 7:19 when the call dropped. At 7:20, another call got started.
Stinking Viper.
By a 1 minute difference. 1 minute.
Okay, bottom line is, we're here. It's fine. I won. Thank you very much.
The bottom line is you're a disgrace.
Come on!
And I don't know why any fans would ever want to meet you in sketchy parks, because you're a disgrace.
Okay.
But anyway, how's it going, guys? How's,
Well, it
how's
was
your
fine
lives
up
been?
until talking to you.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm
No.
sad
Good.
Why are you sad?
because I can't afford a Halloween costume.
Aw. That sucks. Make your own.
No.
Do like a homemade thing. Cosplay.
Like, the only stuff I have is zombie stuff, which I've been dressing up as for the past 4 years.
Listen here.
Do it. 4th time's the
No.
charm.
Viper, don't talk to me about dressing up as the same thing for X amount of years. I dressed up as Steve Irwin for 6 to 7 years in a row.
Yeah, but that was an intentional thing, wasn't it?
Yes, it very well was, and it was very well worth it. Thank you very much.
Fair enough.
Did you knock on people's houses with like a giant like stingray thing sticking out your chest, or did you just go as Steve Irwin.
I'm gonna be very frank. This is one of the few times I'm serious on a podcast that's not funny. But no,
Okay.
I just went as Steve Irwin. I had my pet corn snake Fang, and I just went Steve Irwin. So I went. I go up to a door, knock on the door. They'd see me and they're like, "Oh, look at you! What are you, Steve Irwin? Oh, that's really great. Okay, here's some candy." Then they'd see my snake move. Because at first they'd think that the snake is fake, because who the fudge is going to be walking around at night at like 50, 45 degrees Fahrenheit in shorts with a snake?
Amazing rhyme, by the way. First
You.
they think the snake is fake.
Yeah. But then they see the snake move, and normally it's like an elderly lady or a teenage girl, and they flip pancakes. It is the funniest thing ever.
Amazing.
It's great, because they shriek and run back in the house, and they're coming back hiding behind someone. Who's
Here
like,
you
"Is that-"
go, you cute little boy. Oh, take your Reese's Pieces. Oh my God! Snake! Oh my God! Call the police! Yeah, no,
Call the police.
Reese's
There's a snake on the loose.
Well, it's funny you say that, because one time I was at a motorcycle rally with another snake I had.
oh my
And the
goodness,
pol-
you and the snakes.
The police came up to us and said that the snake was scaring some of the people at the motorcycle rally, and we had to leave.
Amazing.
A motorcycle rally! Think about that. Bikers in tattoos and spikes and leather.
In tattoos.
Bikers in spikes.
You know what I
That
mean?
would be a TTV title right there. Bikers in spikes.
Bikers and spikes.
not.
Bikers
can't.
and spikers.
Hey,
Back to Halo, full circle.
Yep.
Hey.
Spikers.
Oh,
not funny.
yeah.
I've had a lot of fun on Halloween night, scaring the living daylights out of people. It's been a blast.
Wish I had fun like that.
Dude, you were Darth Vader.
My Halloween tales always end in sorrow and despair.
Because you're Darth
'Cause-
Vader.
Because
Because you're Messinak?
partially, yes, it's because I'm Messinak and I live in an apartment complex. And one would think at first that it would be easier to do like a Halloween trick-or-treating kind of thing here, because like everybody lives in close proximity to one another. You'd think it's not, at least not in my area, because my area is garbage and nobody ever like celebrated Halloween. I would walk around this entire place on Halloween dressed up as Darth Vader, which is ironic because I'd never seen the Star Wars movies. But I went as Darth Vader, and I would like get no candy, almost nothing.
they give you
Nobody
like
did it.
What, they give you like not candy.
they give you
apples?
like fruit and Twinkies.
Not even. At least that's like stuff. Nobody ever did anything.
They-
I would like go to
They
places.
didn't give you like candy flavored toothpaste or something.
No, I never
Or, like,
even
a
got that.
toothbrush? So you never got anything?
No, I got stuff. Don't worry. I'm over exaggerating. Point was, it wasn't
Yeah.
a lot. It was like hilariously underwhelming, just generic stuff. Picture this: I would walk around to like 300 different places. I would walk up flights of steps and go to like the second floor, third floor, knock on doors. Nobody would answer. The lights would just be off. Maybe I got 6 people to answer out of the entire gambit that I would run. And I would get generic candy, half of which I didn't even like all that much.
It's like bounties
And,
and Snickers, the
Yeah, pretty much.
celebration boxes.
All
that
the
people
stupid
don't
stuff. All the bootleg stuff that they just like have lying around that they don't want to eat
Like
themselves.
a 7-year-old
pass it off onto the
Twinkie.
poor kids. I'm very bitter about Halloween.
That's so. Listen, if you come to my neck of the woods, we'll go to an actual neighborhood, trick or treat. You can be Darth Vader again, or Kylo Ren, whichever
Probably
you
be
prefer.
Kylo Ren. Yeah, it's that wasn't all bad. I had some fun times.
A part of me
Alright.
wants to say I understand, because sometimes people wouldn't let me onto their porch because I had the snake.
Wow.
They wouldn't. They would not do it.
All my best Halloween stories come from not trick-or-treating. Like, one time I
Yeah.
went to a Halloween party, and my Darth Vader costume was legit because it wasn't just like some bootleg costume. It was the whole gambit, customized, accurate lightsaber, voice-changing mask, that if I pressed one button it would change my voice. The other buttons played quotes from the movie. And I won a costume contest.
My goodness.
So that was cool.
I never won
Hey.
a costume No, I actually have.
I won.
I also went to
I
a
won
haunted house and it was incredibly bootleg.
I won a pumpkin painting contest once.
Nice.
Man, haunted
paint.
houses aren't even that great. What's so scary about people that aren't allowed to touch you legally?
Yeah, that's true. They're right. He's right. I very recently.
Wow,
went
way
to
to
one.
break that, man.
It's true. Like, it's
Way to
against the
break
law
the
for them to
illusion.
touch you unless you give them permission to at the beginning of the. Yeah. So all of you that are like so excited for this Halloween and going to your crazy haunted house, yeah, just remember that they really are not allowed to touch you. If
And
they
also,
do-
kids, remember Santa Claus isn't real.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's it.
in right now.
Wait, he's not real?
So sorry,
That's
my
Vin
friend.
right now.
No,
Killer
wait, I'm not.
dreams,
you?
ruining the mysticism.
That's gonna be a new message boards meme. Viper believed in Santa Claus. That's gonna be on the TTV tabloid.
Breaking news: the Easter Bunny isn't
I was
real.
just playing along.
But
But
Yeah, okay,
that's
sure.
interesting to think
Anyway.
about.
by the way, Viper,
Very interesting.
The tooth fairy doesn't leave you nickels.
Nope.
Oh, I know that, because I stayed up one night and I felt my parents put the money under my pillow, so...
Amazing.
But no, I very recently went to a haunted house. A kind of a deal. It's like this. I can't really say it was a house because it wasn't one building. It was like this huge track, this path, and there were all these different sections, like the clown section, the misty section, the guy with the chainsaw, the guy who wants to tell you a story. That
The
kind of thing.
haunted track, complete with clowns.
Yeah, seriously, there was like this room, and it was these blinding. It was what do you call it? Flashing lights. It's the kind that give
Neon.
you seizures.
Strobe lights.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Doesn't
Strobe
sound like
lights.
a haunted.
And
Deep
it's
down,
just, you just
I
you-
hate that clown, and now let's rave.
Yes, the haunted track clown rave.
It's like
Amazing.
smoke machines.
See,
It's like
Yep.
I tried to play rock paper scissors with one of the clowns because we were on the path, and one of the clowns was on the path outside of the strobe light room, and so I go up to him. I go rock paper scissors. I pull scissors. He looks at me in his mask and he says, "No!" And then I look down and I walk away, dejected by a clown.
Amazing.
deep down. I really hated that clown.
That clown took you to clown.
That's what rock,
town.
paper, scissors does to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was really great though, because it was a group of 6 people, me, my younger brother Speeder, and 4 others. And we went to this thing, and I don't get scared in any of these. I have never been scared by a haunted house kind of a thing. Like
Same.
since I was like, I want to say 6, 7. It didn't scare me then. It doesn't scare me now. Doesn't even startle me.
See, it startles me, but it doesn't actually scare me. It just makes me
Nope.
jump.
Nothing in that entire place startled me. And it's funny though, because it should have. Come
Go
on,
on.
guys. Do you guys have some stories? I feel like I'm taking up a lot of time talking about me.
Well, I just
I mean,
like
that's the
trick-or-treating, and one time
I
my
told-
friend fell over and his candy fell everywhere, and me and my friend took his candy.
What? Grand Theft Candy. Could you?
No, dude, I used to get like a crap load of
Scumbag
candy.
friends.
Like some
I
of my
went
friends
on-
would like get pillowcases filled with freaking candy. We would go
That's
freaking
a good
crazy
idea, actually.
trick or treating. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was a good idea. I remember we did that this one year. It
It's my favorite kind of pillow.
was like
Candy
3 years
pillow.
ago. Yeah, really. Nothing's better than sleeping on a bunch of little Twinkies and. Anyway, so 3 years ago,
Twinkies?
we're supposed to meet up. I had a group of friends get together at my place, and we were going to meet up with another friend of mine, just a little down the street, or not down the street, but like in a small suburban town with a lot of rich people, and rich people give out the best candy. So anyway, we're supposed to meet him
Makes
there.
sense.
He never got back to us as to where exactly he was. He told us the
Creepy.
name of the place or the name of the town, but we didn't know exactly where he was. So we went around that area, and then it started raining. Well, not raining, but it started sprinkling, and then little by little it got a little heavier.
Was there lightning?
No, it wasn't a storm. It was just light rain, and But that didn't kill the fun. If anything, it made it a lot better because most of us were really hot in our costumes. So we kind of enjoyed a little bit of the sprinkle. We went around, we had candy. That was cool. The one misadventure turned into a great adventure.
Nice.
I was like one of those kids that when you'd be given candy, I'd literally eat it to the next door. So by the end, I'd like look in my bag and I only have like 5 or 6.
Amazing.
While we were on the subject of haunted houses earlier, I actually just remembered this experience I had when I was a kid.
Nice.
You're gonna like this. So I think it was my first time going to one of those haunted houses things, and I went with my dad. It was just us two, and we went through. They give you a flashlight at the beginning of the haunted house, and supposedly, they're like, "Oh, use the flashlight. It'll get the monsters off of you or whatever." Okay, so I go through the place with my dad, and we see like all these weird stuff, like a dude just tied up against a chair, just people looking all ruined, like their faces are all burned off or something. Pretty cool. Now that I look back at it, the makeup was really well done and everything, very convincing. I was scared the crap when I was a kid. It scared the crap out of me. I freaking flashed that flashlight like everything. I didn't want to turn it off. I just left it on and flashed everything with the flashlight. And then one point, there's even this guy that I flashed a flashlight on, and he just started going crazy. It scared me because he was like shaking and stuff. He was like, and I was like, let's leave. So we get out of the haunted house, but that's not over. This dude dressed up in like a Hellraiser costume. The dude with like an all white face has like pins sticking out of his.
Oh yeah.
He the haunted house is over, but this guy decides to play a very cruel trick on me, and he grabs my dad. He pretends to put him in a chokehold. Obviously, it was a very light one. My dad wasn't actually getting choked. But oh my goodness, if that did not scare the daylights out of me, like just turning around and seeing your dad get taken away from you by this dude with pins sticking out of his head. And I was like, oh God, no, Dad! And I shined the flashlight at him, but it wouldn't stop for like a little bit. I was like, no! I thought my dad was gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Obviously, he didn't die.
Funnily,
Pinhead.
that kind of reminds me of a story. It wasn't at Halloween, but it was like I went to America and I went to Universal Studios and they had like a mummy haunted house. And I was like 5 at the time, or 7. It was either 5 or 7. But like I just fearlessly went through there, and this guy tried to grab my wrist, like grab my ankle, and went rah, and I was like, "Get off me!" So,
Wow.
it's just like...
It makes me think, 'cause like like I mentioned earlier, they're not allowed to grab you, at least over here. So it's kind of funny that I had that experience when I was a kid. I don't know if maybe that was a recent development, like, oh, you're not allowed to grab people anymore. Maybe something happened in like 2013, like some 13-year-old got grabbed by some dude and it led to a stabbing or something. I don't know.
I know I've been accidentally touched by the people on these trails. Like, when we went to this thing, this was like a few days ago at the time of this recording. We went to this thing, we're walking along, and there's this big, heavy-set dude, and he has makeup on like he's from the band Kiss. And he's by this fire, and there are like a bunch of like chopped up pigs hanging all around him, but it's outside. And he has this pig on a spit, and he's rotating the pig on the spit over his fire. And he's like, "Hey kids, I want to tell you a story." He starts off by asking what kind of kids we are. Are we the good kids? Or are we the kind of kids that like
You
do
the kind of kids who
drugs,
steal your friend's
rock and
candy when they
roll?
face plant on the ground?
Yeah. And we all laugh because the group, it's like, the worst thing they've probably done is curse. I don't know. So, okay, cool. So he tells us this story about this group of teenagers who went to this forest or whatnot, and they got caught by a guy who's a murderer, and they got all chopped up and fed to pigs, and he kills them with a lawnmower. And he says that this guy from behind us, he comes out and goes, He revs up a lawnmower and starts charging at us with the lawnmower. What do we do? We stand there and look at him. The guy suddenly springs out of the bushes with the lawnmower right up to us. We look at him dumbfounded like, that's impressive. You've got a lawnmower. You're ready for summer. and
A
it's like the guy,
lawnmower, really?
yeah, the guy sits there. He's like, normally people run, or like normal people run, or something to that effect. So finally, we just kind of saunter off. But the guy, he's trying to threaten us, and he gets in front of me. He's like, and he like accidentally lands a wheel on one of my feet. I'm just snickering. But that's funny.
It'd be hilarious if that was what scared you.
Yeah. No, what would be hilarious is like a poodle came along and scared me. But no, it's like
like a bird flies
Yeah,
past
yeah.
and scares you.
the best part though. The best part is when things happen that you don't really expect.
Oh yeah.
And you get to see everyone else's around you reactions. Like we walked up to this building, and it said something along the lines of Joe's Chop Shop, and it had this photo of a chainsaw. So we walk in, and there's this heavy-set guy, bald head. He looks really nice. He seems like a friendly guy. He speaks in kind of a soft voice, like, "Hey guys, do you have an appointment today?" Now everyone in the group of 6 people, including me and Speeder, we kind of all look around. We're not really sure what to say. It's like, do we have an appointment? No, we don't really have an appointment. So everyone says no, we don't have an appointment. The guy gets furious. He raises a hammer and slams it down on one of his tables. Says,
Order in the court.
he's like, get out of here! Get out of here!
Get out of here.
And
Stupid Joe.
and so we're like, okay, fine, we're out. And one of Speeder's friends, he goes, okay, I was just trying to return you your dead cat, but I can see this isn't a good time. So we walk out. We're about 15, 20 feet away. And Speeder's friend goes, hey, what time is it? And me joking around, I go, it's time to die. No sooner did I say that, the guy revs up a chainsaw and starts running after us.
Amazing.
And no one saw that coming, but it is hilarious. Because you heard 3 things as we were running. You heard the chainsaw. You heard the 2 girls in the group screaming. And then you heard me cackling, just laughing my head off. I was...
Maniacal LJ.
Let me rephrase that. I was laughing hysterically. Because it was so funny. Because everyone was running, just screaming. And I could not... It's just so funny. But
It's like when I get scared, like, yeah, I can think of several things that have scared me in the past. Like whenever I have like I used to have sleepovers with my friends and we'd watch scary movies. But then also we'd have like a ghost story afterwards, like kind of thing. And one time, her big sister was like in on the prank, and she had her phone next to her. And she's like, and it all started when the phone rang, and her sister rang the phone next to her, and it started ringing. We were like 9 or so it scared us. It's like I was laughing, but it was like I was scared at the same time, and that's usually what happens to me. When I get scared, I like start laughing at things uncomfortably. But also like when one Halloween game that we played was that we were running around in the fields somewhere, and I was just like, I was laughing so much that I like fell on the ground and I couldn't.
What in the world?
What a
Halloween game. You run in the field. LJ goes to a quote-unquote haunted house, and there's a chop shop guy with a chainsaw. Whatever happened to skeletons and spooky things?
oh, there were no skeletons this entire time, I don't think.
Yeah, everything's kind of like zombies or like half dead people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for instance, there was this one...
Because
There's
they're easier
no
to
appreciation
dress up
for the
as.
skeletons anymore.
There's plenty of appreciation. There's this one room. We're walking through it, and there's this gal, and you only see her upper half, but it's like really high up, but she's in kind of like a cage, like she's in prison. And then the rest of her, she's like 10 feet off the ground. The rest of her is just intestines, and they're just going all the way to the ground. It's really bloody and gory, and she's hanging onto these bars, screaming, "Help me, help me, help me." Like, that's the kind of thing you find in these things.
Yeah,
Fair
Like,
enough.
I looked at that. and,
everything's
like,
just gore now.
yeah, I looked at that, and if anyone looked over at me, they'd see me grinning. Not because I found that terribly funny, but because if I didn't want anyone to look over at me and think, oh boy, he's scared. So I just kept up the grin. Because none of it scared me. It was kind of ludicrous. But we walk out of that room and like, I kind of feel a little bad now. It's faker than beans, but it's like, well, that wasn't funny.
What if it wasn't?
It wasn't scary, but it wasn't funny either.
What if it wasn't fake as beans?
It was... Meso, you don't sit there without your lower half and your intestines spewing all over the place and scream at your full capacity. If you
Fair
can do
enough.
that, Meso, you probably are not human. Or you're attached to a machine.
I
Fair
remember there's a ride in England called Saw, and it's at Thorpe Park, and there's like a little sort of haunted house thing you gotta walk through. But that was probably the time, like, in recent memory that's made me feel uncomfortable. It's like that very, like, gritty, dirty, like, lots of sharp, unclean things. And then there's, like, there was one in particular, which I think it's actually from the film. There's, like, this person's, like, it's obviously a fake body, but it's, like, there's blood dripping, like, down, and they're, like, hung up in razor wire. And I'm like,
What in the world?
sheesh. Also, the ride is really scary too. It like has a 90-degree angle that goes up.
Yeah, I
So
can't really recall getting scared by many things on Halloween.
Yeah,
But I like the I
I
like
like
the atmosphere.
yeah, same. I like the haunted feel.
It's just fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like dressing up like a weirdo.
Yeah, like it's all thrill, really.
We gotta dial it back to the beginning. We gotta figure out what you're gonna go to Halloween as. Viper, what are you gonna dress up as?
Oh yeah, what's everybody here gonna dress up as, if you're gonna dress up at all?
I'm not.
I'm not doing anything because I haven't done anything for many years, but it's because I'm no fun.
Yeah, you kind of suck. LJ, you're not dressing up?
No, I might be going out on Halloween because those same friends invited us out to like a haunted, like another haunted thingamabob. So we're probably going to be going out with them again. But
Do it, but dress up as something.
Even then, I'd probably stay home because I'd only dress up as Steve Irwin. It's the only thing I'm really good at dressing up as.
Why don't you
Do it
dress up
or
as
make
Liwa?
yourself.
Because,
Yeah, do that.
Because
Go on,
my
Mass.
mask is so cumbersome. I'm not going to sit there in the dark with my mask, with the visor basically being a motorcycle helmet.
Why not? It's Halloween.
Because I want to have fun, not have trouble breathing.
Are you saying Leeway isn't fun?
I'm saying you're not fun!
Fair enough.
So Viper, what are you
Okay,
gonna
Viper.
dress up as if you are at all?
Man, if I had
Man.
like
Oh, okay.
if I had like a decent idea about what I wanted to do, I would love to like be some sort of mnemonic thing, but
Of
I know
course.
that's probably not going to happen. Yeah, just something made up. That
Do it.
Yeah, that just go as you normally are.
Do it.
Like just, but I'm probably going to do something like the girl off the Ring because I have like really long hair, so I can just backcomb it
Do
over
it.
my face.
I know someone with long
Cosplay as
hair.
the girl from the Ring.
Yeah,
That's actually interesting.
I could actually come across as a girl too, like a young girl.
I'm sure you could, dude.
I can't even.
The delivery on that.
I can't even go to the shop and get paracetamol without someone asking how old I am.
Aw.
How old are you? 15. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like, I think the age over here is like 13 to get paracetamol.
What is that? What is that?
13.
No. What you're talking about to get what?
Like
Paracetamol.
aspirin.
Oh.
Fair enough.
It's like, I
Well-
went there and it was like, excuse me, how old are you? I'm like, I go to college. I go
None
to
of your
college.
beeswax.
And I like shoved the badge right in their face. Like, I go to college. I'm not
See, I have a
13.
badge. Take that.
I'm Agent Viper from S.H.I.E.L.D.
I pulled the exact same miserable face I did in my ID badge. Just in case they needed
Wow.
anyone.
Amazing.
Like you're pouting, you're crying in your ID, you start tearing up in person.
See? I'm not 13.
But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Well,
Vin,
y'all
are you going to do anything?
Then. Totally. For the
are you
past
gonna do?
2 years, it's kind of, I guess it's like a new tradition now. I'll go over with my friends to another friend's house because his birthday is actually the next day. So what we'll do is we'll celebrate his birthday and Halloween on the same night of Halloween. we'll dress up in costumes, we'll party it up, and we'll go trick or treating. I mean, why not get some free candy?
Fair
Aren't
enough.
you guys like
Yeah.
in your 20s, Ven?
Yeah, but it doesn't feel weird if you're like in a group of people that are almost like your age, and you're all in costume too.
You're never too old for Halloween.
Wanna bet? Watch me.
Yes, I will bet.
I always go with like a bunch of kids and say that I'm child minding them.
Wow.
I do
just
know
don't-
the kids,
I
by
just
the way. I
don't go
don't
because-
just like randomly.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
kids of my mum's friend or things like that, and I look
I
after
figure.
them.
And
Yeah,
they're all my close friends too, and people that are older than us still dress up too.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
them will go with
I
us.
just can't be bothered.
It's like I said, free candy.
I can't be bothered because like the effort I've put in the past when I was younger has like soured me towards the whole experience.
Wow.
Maybe
And
we wouldn't
most
move.
of us will dress up just because like it's costumes that we end up making ourselves.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we kind of like to show off that sort of thing.
yeah.
enough.
Cosplaying.
Yeah, exactly. So this year I'm gonna put together a little Joker thing, because like past couple years
nice.
I've done something that involves a mask, and I'm kind of like on the same boat as LJ. I'm kind of sick of the masks thing because, yeah, it is a little hard to breathe. It gets a little cumbersome when you have to take it off every once in a while if you want to get some fresh air or you want to see properly. Like
Exactly.
I had a Venom mask, obviously, like 2 years ago, I think, and that I loved it. I love the mask. I love wearing it and freaking people out with it because it's so like detailed and gross looking to some people. But man, I hardly could see out of it, and it got really hot and sticky inside of it. Yeah, not a good thing. So this year I want to do something that involves makeup. Joker is my second favorite like comic book villain. So I was like, okay, I'll try to do a Joker getup. You know,
Nice.
put together whatever I can.
Yeah,
And then one last thing, another friend of mine is also putting together his own sort of costume where he's getting a custom made Carnage mask
Oh.
done by some dude that he found on the internet. Man, this dude's crazy. He ordered that mask for like freaking $300.
Ouch.
Man.
Yeah, it better
What
be.
in the world?
I told him, man, that mask better be really freaking cool. If you're
I
gonna
know,
throw
right?
out all that money on it. Anyway,
a
what he
lot
wants
of
to do with it
cash.
is not only is he going to keep it for the long run, obviously, why wouldn't you want to keep it? It's a work of art that someone's made for you specifically. He wants to wear it this year with like sort of tuxedo getup. Well, not tux, but like it's a suit that matches Carnage's colors. Like it's all red, but it has like a this black pattern that goes all over like the jacket, the pants. So he's gonna look like a suited up Carnage.
Nice.
I'm looking
That
forward to
sounds
seeing
awesome.
that. Yeah. He tried convincing me to wear my Venom mask and do a similar thing. Just wear like my Venom shirt under a suit, and I'm like, no, dude. The goal of this year is to not get hot. I don't want to run around. I don't want to be moving around in a suit with that hot rubber mask on.
But have you ever gone as Venom?
I have, like I just said,
Okay,
I
that's
wore the
awesome.
Venom
Yeah,
mask
yeah.
once before.
Yeah. That's
And,
awesome.
I wore it with my Venom shirt and a long sleeve black shirt right under the shirt, so that I could have like the full on Venom thing going.
That's great.
That was a
Well,
fun year.
The Joker and Carnage. What a year it shall be.
Yeah, I don't know what my other friends are dressing up as, but that should be fun to see.
LJ, you should go as Steve Irwin, or you should make your you should wear your CCBS mask and go as the Lego guy.
I swear.
Just do it. Make like some Lego armor.
Okay,
It can be mismatched colors. Make like some
No,
gauntlets.
you know what you should be?
what should I be?
Emmett.
Ha! That'd be cool.
I do have a construction vest.
Dude, yeah,
That'd be
do
pretty
it.
cool.
Be Emmett.
It's kind of more greenish and orangish, though.
You won't have to wear a mask. You'll have the helmet, I guess.
I don't have a helmet.
Get a helmet.
Wait, is a helmet yellow or orange?
It's red.
I don't have that.
Well,
Red.
don't worry about it. He doesn't wear it all the time anyway.
we'll see. We'll see. Because I don't know. Because I get really hot on Halloween, too, at night.
Oh, yeah. No,
It's
especially if you're
horrible.
surrounded by a bunch of people. Whew.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's finding that balance, that medium between getting too hot and getting too cold. Because if you dress up as Steve Irwin, you're in shorts. Short sleeve shirt.
Oh, yeah. Plus, I
Like,
bet it's a lot hotter where you live on Halloween than it is over here. Over here, past couple of days, it's been foggy.
I mean, I'm not really sure, honestly. I can't really say for certain.
Well, I'll
So-
tell you one, like I said earlier, it rained one Halloween, and the past couple of Halloweens have also been decently cold
Mm-hmm. I guess
or foggy.
I should mention this before I forget, because I was gonna say, yeah, it was chilly, kind of warm chilly, back when I lived in California, and that reminded me, I met Steve Jobs on a Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, did you like knock on his door or something?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about knocking on his door, but he was like outside of his property, and he was in the stereotypical Steve Jobs getup, and it was actually Steve Jobs. It wasn't like some random guy.
Just some guy dressed up as
No,
Steve Jobs.
it's actually him. And it was the year he got diagnosed with cancer, or he announced that he got diagnosed with cancer. So it was about 2004.
It's unfortunate.
And I was the Red Ranger. And I got a picture taken with him. And I don't know where that picture is. So you probably...
Find the picture
I'm trying, man.
before
I'm
this video
trying.
goes up.
That's who I'm going to
Before
dress
this
up as,
video.
guys. I'm going to dress up as Steve Jobs.
That's a great idea.
That's a strange thought.
That's a great idea, because I'll dress up as Steve Jobs. And then Kahi's going to be going, why are you doing that? I was like, because you...
wait, who's Kahi?
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, that
What
hasn't
the-
become a thing yet. So anyway,
He'll break that news.
Kahi's gonna be like, "Oh, you don't like Steve Jobs? Yeah, I watch the movies that want to be documentaries, but they're not.
I read the script of the movie. And it's
I
so
read
good.
the script of the movie.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, but yeah, it's like, no, listen, punk. I lived where he lived. Okay, I met him. You, so shut up. So yeah, I guess I should mention that before I forget.
Fair enough. Well, that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, with all that said, running a little long here, don't you think?
Yeah, it's probably time we should wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
But this was fun. Let's make it a mission to celebrate Halloween in our own special way. Me, I'm gonna sit at home, maybe pop on
You are
Destiny and use
boring.
one of my jack-o'-lantern
Meso.
helmets that I've saved from last year and play the heck out of Halo 5.
Yeah, I was
and that
about
would be
to
a
say,
good
you're not
Halloween
gonna get
for
on
me.
Destiny, you sorry
I
sack of
probably
potatoes.
will. I saved 2 of those pumpkin helmets that they gave away last Halloween just for next Halloween.
Are they gonna give any more out?
Probably.
Now you have.
Yeah.
Now I have to be on.
We'll pop on just to get them. But yes, next week, a little bit of a spoiler, but I feel like it's pretty obvious. Next week's TTV Talks is going to be TTV Talks about Halo 5, because that's going to be kind of all-encompassing. So if we go dark for a little while and we're not like on the message
All-encompassing.
boards or anything, fair warning. That's why.
Yeah. Although
We're off
to
playing
that
Halo 5.
degree, though, bringing it back full circle, if any of you fans think you can beat me, I'm just gonna say you can't. But you're welcome to try.
Is this a challenge?
You're asking to be beaten.
The Beat LJ challenge.
Yeah,
Let's
beat
do
me,
it.
Beat me in Halo 5, and you pretty much get nothing
Do me
but
a
bragging
personal
rights.
favor.
No. We're
Should you actually challenge LJ in Halo, be sure to annoy him. Like, use the most annoying tactics as you can.
be as cheap as you can possibly be. Pull
Yeah.
out all the stuff. Let's do this.
Use
Let's
the
do this
noob
challenge.
combo, do everything. Just,
Take the energy sword.
Where can
Yeah,
fans
take the-
reach you
take
if
the
they would
sword.
like to fight you? What is your gamer tag?
I'm not giving out my gamer tag publicly. You can get that on the message boards at board.ttvpodcast.com.
Fair enough.
There you
You'll have
go.
to make a challenge LJ topic. This is great.
Just hit me up in the Halo topic on the boards.
Well, in that case, thank you all very much for listening, and have a happy Halloween to all of you.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Exactly what she said. Can't believe I forgot to make that joke.
Nice.
Okay. We'll see you all next week for the next exciting episode of TTV Talks. I'm Messinek,
I'm LJ.
I'm Venom.
And I'm Viper.
and thank you all very much for listening, and farewell.
Wee-hee.